Good morning, it is Saturday. Okay, so I am back and I'm going to try this. So I haven't tried this brand before, but I've heard that it has really good reviews. It's the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. I don't think this one is waterproof. It's not quite as dramatic as the Snapscara, which is a tubing mascara. So this one is just regular, I think. I don't think there's any fibers in it or anything either. So I think it's good, but I'll see how it is. Also, as an update, this serum cream thing, it is pilling. I just noticed on my hairline here there's a lot of pillage, so that is the update about that product. So I probably will just have to figure out how to use it better. So I'm going to make my nachos. Honestly, these seem a little bit iffy in terms of the ingredients. Just in terms of flavor, I'm sure that they're quote-unquote healthier, but yeah, we shall see. As an update, these chips have a weird flavor. It's kind of like a floral flavor in the back end. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a floral cleaning supply flavor. I think it must be one of the grains. I don't know. I've had it like before in something. I just can't remember what it was, but I remember not enjoying it. But yeah. I hit my elbow. So basically I was cleaning my bathroom and then I looked in the mirror as I was washing my hands and I realized that this is having the same problem of whenever I blink, my eyelids are so oily that the waterproof, whatever it is, I think it's the eyeliner is like transferring to the eyelid. So that stinks because now it looks like I can't even go out in public because this is how it's gonna look and I'm not gonna be able to fix it. So yeah, that stinks. I think technically you're supposed to do this with your hair back, but like my problem is my baby hairs are so much volume that this won't help at all. Yeah, see, the baby hairs are coming forward, so I don't think this is gonna do anything, to be honest. Okay, I am obviously back home, so these are my groceries for this week, and honestly a lot of it's going to last much longer than a week. So I spent $18 at Whole Foods and then about $20 at Target, and let me just go through it. So I bought some chopped salad kits just because this week I am going to be pretty busy, and then I had some coupons for some trials that I was sent, and honestly I haven't been able to find them until today. So these 3 items are free. So I got the Alpha Burrito, and this is plant-based, and this one is the Mexicali one, and the ones that they had there weren't that interesting sounding, to be honest. There was like a Philly one, and then like can't remember what the other one was, but it sounded kind of not so good to me, at least. And then I got a nitro cold brew coffee, and this one is the original flavor. They also had a coconut one, but I was not interested in the coconut one. And then I also got this cocoa truffle bar from Honey Mama's, and I got the tahini tangerine one. They also had 2 other flavors, and the other ones just didn't seem like my style. I also got a 4-pack of tuna, and this was quite expensive. It was mislabeled. So in New York, all of the shelves are always mislabeled with the prices. So I thought it was $4.99. It ended up being like $7. So I better really savor this Starkist tuna because it is not a treat, but it's very expensive. And then these 2 were on sale. So I got the Starbucks flavored coffee. I figured I would just try it out to see how I like it. I don't recall liking it that much, so this was a big gamble. So I got a maple pecan one for the limited edition, and this was the last one available. And I also got a caramel one. They had Chobani on sale 10 for 10, so I thought I needed to buy 10, so that's why I bought 10 of them. And it was not like that, so I could have just bought one single one. It was weird because you had to buy two to get the price on the Starbucks, but you could buy just singles for $1 on the Chobani. So I bought some mint chocolate chip, cookies and cream, cookie dough, and strawberry cheesecake. I also bought a cauliflower, and then now that I'm looking at it, I should have checked it a little bit more. And then I also got some asparagus as well. So this is everything I got. Again, most of it will last me far more than a week, except for the produce. But yeah, just thought I'd show you. Making some quick dinner. I kind of spaced out for a while, and I am just gonna throw together like a very simple pasta thing. I don't even think it's going to be pasta. It's just going to be noodles with some fresh veggies and that crazy feta dip because I'm trying not to waste it. But yeah, something very simple. So actually it's a little bit dry, so I decided I'm going to just add the rest of this, so it's like not that much, but I'm going to add the rest of this spicy tomato sauce. So actually that was a little bit more sauce than I thought it was going to be, but this looks a lot better now. So I'm going to just stir this in and then I'll plate it shortly. So this is dinner. Honestly, it looks pretty good and it smells pretty good, so I will let you know. So let me actually take my first bite to see how it is. I don't know why the color looks so off. It's like kind of like light orange color. Oh, it's hot. Okay, so this is actually really good. So my whole entire thing about that crazy feta is that it's not very crazy because it's supposed to be like spicy. That's what it says on there, and it's supposed to also taste like feta, and it doesn't taste spicy nor feta to me. So this is like a really nice creamy pasta, and you can kind of have a little bit of the I don't know, the savory bite, I guess, of like what feta should be, but it still doesn't taste like feta. So I think adding that spicy tomato sauce from Trader Joe's is a good idea because now it's a little bit spicy, but it's not super spicy. So I am very excited to finish this. Honestly, this is a lot of pasta, so I probably will save it for tomorrow as well. Good evening. It is Saturday night. Yes, it's Saturday night. Since I ate dinner, I don't think I did much. Yeah, I was just editing some videos just so I can pre-schedule it because I don't know how busy I'm going to be with this new job. So it's skincare time now. Honestly, I was kind of considering to do a clay mask, but then I kind of got distracted and I forgot to do it. So yeah, that's about it. Because sometimes my eyes get tired after work, especially because you know that I have such bad eyes that it takes a lot of effort, I guess, to read stuff, and work is just like basically fully reading. So the idea of like sitting and reading a book sounds relaxing, but it also sounds like it might be a little bit straining on my eyes. That's the word. So after work, typically I like to just like turn off my brain for a while. So I usually watch like vlog content, like work week in my life, that sort of thing. Grocery hauls. I love grocery hauls. I try to film them, but like it's a real art skill. Like whenever I do it, it's like, maybe it's just because my apartment is so small. I think there'll probably be one today because I did go to Target and Whole Foods and I ended up buying some stuff. A lot of it is like going to obviously go towards my monthly grocery budget. So if you don't know, I usually budget $200 for my entire grocery. But yeah, a lot of times when I buy things, I buy it at like Costco or Aldi. I also get bored of food easily, so it's like I want to constantly have a cycle of new food coming in. So it's kind of an issue with me where I just stockpile food. So the reason why I went to Whole Foods today is that I had those coupons. I actually had like 5 coupons for 5 free things. I just can't find stuff. In like the New York Whole Foods, it's very difficult to find things sometimes. I don't think there's enough stock for demand a lot of times. So I've been looking for these same products for like weeks on end, and the company that sent me the coupons were like, your reviews are are due, and then I always have to click the thing that says like I can't find it in the store, but then it's like I know that I can eventually, but it's just like not available by the time that they put this like deadline on it. I don't know if people are actually liking my vlogs. I know that my friends do like my vlogs and like my family, just because I think it's more interesting if you know somebody. But I'm trying to make them shorter, but also I feel like personally I like watching longer vlogs. I don't know. It's a whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. I might actually listen to a new book I got from the library. It's called Making of a Manager by, I think it's like Julie Zhao? Zhu? I can't remember if it was Z-H-A-O or Z-H-O-U. Anyway, so I've heard that that's a really good book, so I'm going to start listening to that. So I finished Never Split the Difference. I also finished the new Obama book, Promised Land. I think that's what it's called. Both of those are pretty good. Personally, I didn't learn anything from Never Split a Difference. I know I've given my review on here. But I mean, I think it would be useful if you haven't taken like business seminars and like just seminars about careers, etc. That might be a useful book to read. And then Obama is just Obama, so personally, I think I am very happy that I got it as an audiobook because he reads his own book and I find his voice very relaxing. So I know that if I were to have read it in my own, like on a paper form, it would have been read in my squeaky voice in my brain. So I just prefer listening to his voice instead. It's also very long, so I think it was like 27 hours of him reading. So obviously I listened to it at 2 times speed, so it was half that, but if it would have been me actually reading it on paper, I feel like it would have taken me a long time, just because it takes me a long time to read. I don't know, I'm just not in the habit anymore. I used to be a really good fast reader and be able to retain knowledge, but these days it's just like I have a lot more things in my brain, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now and I will check back in with you tomorrow. This never works. This button never works. Like, is it supposed to be blinking all the time, or is it supposed to be solid and that means that it's gonna go? So I guess if it's blinking all the time it's gonna go? I don't know, it's annoying. So I always push it like 18 times because nothing happens. Does it update? I guess you can't push it twice, because the red button just flashes, and apparently when the flashes happen on here it means that nothing's gonna happen, but you have to wait for the flashes on here, because if it has no flashes then it's not working. Very counterintuitive. So yeah, it's not actually frothy, so it's probably because it's like plant-based milk, but yeah. Anyway, coffee for today. So I was just getting ready and listening to some Closet Quiet again. So yeah, nothing really exciting happening today. I actually don't think I have any videos to film. I do have like the 2 items from All True, but that's not enough to put in a video, I don't think. So yeah, I'm just going to hang out today, I think, at my apartment. As an update, it is now like 11 and I'm going to finally make this. I also can't find my bread knife, so I'm going to hope that this serrated paring knife is okay. But yeah, the only bagel I had was blueberry, which is gross, and then I have this raisin one, so I guess it is not going to be made into a turkey burger sandwich today. So I'm just going to cut it. Hopefully this works. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm still going to only make half right now, and then I'll see what I'm going to do later. So actually, I'm going to put the top half in for breakfast. So I'm going to still make this turkey burger, but not with the bagel, because I think raisin one would be not so good. But then again, it may be like a cranberry sort of relish thing that you have on Thanksgiving. Anyway, so I'm going to make this now in the air fryer. Lunch for today, I have some of that frozen fruit. That one doesn't look so good, but I think it's fine. And then I have that turkey burger with some cheese on it. So now the time has finally come where I can't put it off anymore, but basically all of these empty boxes have been taking up a ton of space in my second room that I use as my office. So I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but like when I see a good box like this one, I'm like, oh, this will be nice for like wrapping Christmas presents, and then I just keep it. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of considering just keeping this one because it's such a perfect box. But yeah, I'm going to basically be taking care of these, crunching them, and taking them to recycling. So seriously, I'm so happy I bought this the other day at H Mart. So I'm going to make it again. But I don't want it to be too hot this time, so I'm just going to use the white tea one because I'm planning on putting, what's it called, ice in it anyway. So yeah, I just think that it works better with hot water or warm water than it would with cold water. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like that's how sugary stuff works. So I was editing and time got away from me, but I have been thawing this out of the freezer for the past few hours. So this is from Imperfect Foods. It's the all-natural chicken sausage and spinach and feta. So I'm going to actually make this in the air fryer. So I just hand washed my air fryer components. But I'm going to make this and then eat some fruits and vegetables from the freezer. I was going to eventually cut up my cauliflower today, but again, time got away from me. And cutting and cooking cauliflower takes way too long and I'm too hungry. So I will cook these in the air fryer and then just eat the tomatoes and spinach and stuff from my fridge. Pouring boiling water on spinach is like pouring water on snow. It just kind of melts. So everything is finished cooking and I will show you. I also was like checking my mascara. I think it looks okay. So I'm trying my other camera, my DJI, just to try it as a daily vlogging thing. I do think that the microphone in here is not so good, but it's also like hard for me to see because the screen is so small. It's like a postage stamp sized. So I don't know. It's always like a weird angle. So let me just show you all of the food as it's ready to go. So I've already drained and squeezed out the excess water, so I'm just going to put it in a smaller container here, kind of spread it apart a little bit. So I think I'm going to try to season it kind of Asian inspired, I guess. So I'm going to add some of this toasted sesame oil from Trader Joe's. Honestly, this is terrible sesame oil, so the only reason why I have it is that it was like a pandemic purchase and I didn't want to go to too many stores at one time. So I'm going to eventually buy an actual one, but Trader Joe's was not good. And then I have this really old container of gochugaru. So I think it's like not good, but I have asked my friend and she asked her mom and she said if it doesn't look moldy, it's good to go, which it does not look moldy, so that's good. But it definitely expired like 2 years ago or so. And also, I have to make sure that I don't accidentally open it with the, what's this called, the spoon side because it's crazy. One time I accidentally did that and I had to throw out everything because it was like a mountain of gochugaru. And then I also have some sesame seeds here. I'm just reusing this container. I bought the sesame seeds at Costco, I think, and it was just like too unwieldy of a container. So let me show you. It's hard to get an angle without the shadow. So this is the spinach, and this will go in the fridge for lunches this week. So this is the sausages. They are fully cooked, I checked. It just, this one looks a little bit anemic, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to have one tonight and then probably eat some of the fruit and tomatoes in the fridge. So had a little bit of a craving for some chips, and since this is a Costco bag, I do need to eat it whenever I have cravings, otherwise they're gonna go stale. So I have that and some of the guacamole from Costco as well. So as an update, these are just fine chips. You can't even see them in there. They do have a kind of strange texture if I'm being honest, but yeah, they're fine. They're not salty. I mean, they're salted, but they're not like salty. So okay, so it is now Sunday evening. Sorry, there's like firecrackers or something going off. And today, I honestly don't even know what I did all day. I have no idea. So, since I last checked in, I ate that snack. It was quite delicious, actually. So I actually think that grocery store guacamole isn't bad. I mean, it's not like homemade, but it's also like not bad. So it does have some flavoring in it and stuff like that. So that's quite nice. So I'm getting my skincare all set up. And then I finished editing my video that I was working on. And I'm working on uploading it now. I think maybe you can hear my computer chugging away. Yeah, I just don't think that that MacBook Air is going to last very much longer, if I'm being honest. Since I bought it, this has been my new hobby, so it takes a lot of power and a lot of wear and tear on the computer, so we shall see how long that lasts. And then I have been watching YouTube as well. So I was watching some work week in my life. I found this one person and I'm like wondering where she got her money from. I think her family must just be very rich because I think she's living with her parents right now, but their house is ginormous and it's like, yeah, it's a really nice house. But she's like a college student, or she just graduated college. So yeah, I just was watching her, and then I started watching some other content, groceries. So that's one of my hobbies, is watching groceries. And then I watched a couple of empties videos, and I went through my Instacart. So I always add new things on my Instacart order. It's just kind of like a running grocery list, if I'm being honest. So whenever I run out of stuff, I add it. So I'm also a rice, so I was pricing out some rice. And Aldi has actually a pretty good price on rice, but it's only jasmine, or else parboiled. I don't really know what parboiled rice is, if I'm being honest. I think it's like the rice they use at like Mexican restaurants, so that's not the type of rice I want to cook. So I'm probably going to have to go to the Asian store one of these days. Otherwise, I think I've bought it in the past at Whole Foods. I was gonna say Amazon, which you can buy it at Amazon too, but I like the one that's like, it has the word rose in it. It starts with a K, and I can't remember what comes after the K for the first word, but it has like a pink flower on it. Anyway, I really like that brand of rice, so I might try to purchase that next time I go to Whole Foods, which will probably be next week. I don't know, I've been kind of changing which grocery stores I go to, just because I don't know. Whole Foods is expensive, that's the only issue, but their produce lasts longer for me than Trader Joe's produce. But then on top of all of it comes out the Aldi brand. Aldi's produce lasts a very long time, and their organic prices are really good. Like even on Instacart, with the Instacart markup, the prices for organic food at Aldi is really good compared to like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. But honestly, maybe I should just go around in my neighborhood, because I have like a lot of grocery stores around me actually. I just don't tend to prefer shopping in them because they're a little bit stressful, just because there are so many people in them kind of pushing you around and crowding you, especially at the checkouts. It's always like, I don't know why they think that it's going to go any faster if they like breathe in my neck, which is not a fun thing to do in the pandemic. So plus, I kind of sometimes need some like specialty things, and I guess one of the stores around me is actually huge, so that one has a lot of specialty ingredients, but it's just kind of a little bit farther of a walk than I necessarily want to do, especially because it's been so humid recently. Yeah, but otherwise this was a very chill weekend, and I didn't really do as much as I thought I would do. So I think in like the past couple of weekends I had meant to make cookies with the leftover like crumbles of the pretzels, but it just hasn't happened. So yeah, still haven't done that yet. My brain is like totally fried, so I'm gonna go to bed now. I do really need to get my training in line for my sleep training, because I actually have a lot of calls in the very early mornings this week. I mean, not very early mornings, it's like right like before the work day starts, so I do need to make sure that I get up on time and stuff like that. And my moisturizer was not put in, so I'm going to just leave off the vlog here, and I'm going to start another work week in my life tomorrow, so I will talk to you then. So again, just let me know if you have any comments or suggestions about how to make these vlogs a little bit interesting, or if you do have any places you want me to check out in New York, whether it be a restaurant or an attraction, let me know that too. It's just basically I don't really know where people are interested in anymore. I'm very far removed from everything, just because, you know, I haven't been doing anything for the past 2 years. So I will talk to you later. Bye.